Hello guys, it's Miss Lola. How are you guys doing? I had a t-shirt that I made. I'm wearing it. I worked out in it. You know, it's a happy Mother's Day. I didn't get to wear it for Mother's Day. Autumn Wash designed the t-shirt. She did the tie-dye for me. However, I did put my son there and my daughter. So I'm a mother of two and a nana of two. So So this is my clan right here. She's in Tennessee. He's here in Virginia with me. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to be sewing. I'm taking a break from the NCW Addicts group for just a moment. I'm going back because I love those wallet clutches. I've been working on a pyramid, or you can call it rectangular pouch. Yes, this is a pouch, guys. A zipper pouch. So, and you can put anything in it. Right now I got candy, I got some chocolate. I might be giving these away. I don't need the calories since I'm going through menopause. That's what my issue is. Menopause. Anyway, there we go. That's that style. And then when you box it in, guess what? Look. See I boxed in that area? These squares are 6 by 6. Every one of them. It's just a different design. So I boxed these in here and I boxed it in back there. So then you got this look with the zipper, see? Fully lined and enclosed. No exposed seams. All the seams are enclosed. So you don't have to worry about zigzagging. That's that style. This is another, you could say pyramid or rectangle per se. And then I did the little box when I boxed in all 4 corners. So I boxed in these 2, still a 6 by 6 piece of fabric, and I boxed in these 2. So then your zipper, so you can give this to somebody with tissue, package of tissue, or put some goodies in it, and they can sit it on their desk or whatever and munch. So they're just little zipper, and they will run about $6 each. I'm going to be putting these on my marketplace. But if anybody's interested, just let me know. Now, when I did this, I boxed in only this area. I didn't box in the back, so it's still. You can put a key ring on this and add it to a child's backpack. You know, goodies again. This is that Lindt chocolate. It'll melt in your mouth. It's so good. It's caramel with a hint of sea salt. It's really good. It's not good to eat them all, though. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be sewing. I'm going to show you how to sew. This is beginning, sort of. We do have to do a zipper. You can look. You can always pause this video and sew along with it. So I'm going to upload this to my Facebook page. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way, every time I post a video on whatever I learned, because this is a combination of different ones that have made these pouches, and I'm a type of person, I study. I study things before I get involved. So I took a little bit of her idea and her idea, because this is not my idea. Now, boxing in these corners right here was my idea on a rectangle pouch. Boxing in the corner here, I boxed in that back one and that, and then I pressed it. You don't have to press, but if you want a more defined look, see, because it's cute when you press it. So that's all I'm going to do, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my 6-inch square of fabric, 2 outer pieces and 2 liners. I'm using the SF101. All the interfacing's Pellon, and then I'm also doing a Decor bond. So the 101 Shape Flex is on the exterior, and I'm putting the Decor bond on the lining. Okay, with I think it's a 9-inch zipper. These are all the zippers I have left, and I decided to do something with them. Okay, so I'm waiting on my Amazon order. I did order another 60, I think it's 60 zippers for like $7 Amazon. So I'll try to link. They come in a variety of color, and I'll try to link the information at the end of the video so that whoever would want to order some zippers from Amazon, I find them to be the cheapest, so that's why I went with it. And they're good quality zippers, good quality zippers. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me set these pouches over here on this other area, and I'll be right back, guys. Also need to work on some graduation masks because here in Virginia we don't graduate until let me get my waste basket. We don't graduate until a little bit after June, and then we don't go back to school here until after Labor Day. So here, okay, wait a minute, let me explain what we're using first. Like I said, I did all this cutting and pressing yesterday, so I think I'm gonna be doing like 11 different ones. So I'm down to what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I got 5 more after this, something like that. Anyway, oh, and don't forget, I think I did, this one's gonna be long strap. I think this is, let me see what this measures. This is your strap. It's just a piece of fabric, and this is measuring 2.5 by, you cut it whatever you want to your length, by 9. So you're going to fold it in half. We're going to fold this in half, and we'll press it. And then we're going to take this end and this end and fold it to the middle. Look, and press it. And then you're going to top stitch the long length. The length of the strap on both sides is what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do now. So here's my exterior. I already got it lined. Everything's lined. My lining, I'm going to use this for the lining. Okay? So all you need is 2, 4, 5 pieces of fabric, your zipper, your thread. Now you do need a ruler to measure to make sure you're starting with the 6x6 square, because that's all this is. You can do 6, you can do 5 inches, you can do 4. The smaller the square, the smaller the pouch would be. You can do 7, 8, 9, whatever size you prefer. I'm using the 6-inch square. I find that doable. So we're going to do that. Let me get my machine together here. I'm going to be sewing the strap first. I'm going to sew the little wristlet strap. Let me get this together here. Let me put just a regular foot on here. Hold on. So we're just sewing down both sides. This is a runner here, just to start off. Sometimes your machine will eat your fabric. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Yes, I went to the gym today. I worked out. I went to the car wash, got all that nasty stuff off my car. I started today at 5. I just had so much creativity. I got up and started sewing. So I sewed all those this morning before I left out to go to the gym. So what we're doing now is just sewing a strap. We're sewing our strap, and you want to sew it on both long ends. I'm just going to follow your, oops, hold on. Let me get my scissors. Scissors fell. Just follow as close as you can without going over the side. I think I'm gonna start teaching at the Croc Center. There's a couple of people who would like to learn how to sew, and I don't mind. Like I said, this is a beginner's friendly. I would just monitor when they would sew on the zipper. So this is ready, guys. This part is ready, and so I can put this aside. And you can make your strap as long as you want to. You can make, I did this. You can carry it, whatever. You can make a wristlet, however long you prefer. That's what you do. You do whatever you like as far as this. This is just basics sewing. Like I said, I didn't create the, you can call it a pyramid. I didn't create the pyramid pouch, but I have picked up the idea. I made some of these years ago when I was living in Tennessee. And they're probably in one of my craft containers in the storage. Wait a minute, let me get this up here. You can use this, you can use your sewing machine to, your presser foot thing to get this. Oh, and I did it earlier. That's okay, I'll click it in. No big deal. Okay, now we need to work on the zipper. This is what we're going to do, work on the zipper. So, you can turn this either which way. Make sure if you're going to use this particular one, you can turn it however. You can turn your pattern however, this way, because you want them to be together, or the other way. So we're going to do one side at a time. So we're going to do, we need one internal, and we need, well, external, I'm sorry, and then one, and we, with our zipper down, we're going to put the zipper down. Then we're going to take our lining. We're just making a sandwich, guys. Just think about how you make a sandwich. You got your bread on both sides and your peanut butter in the middle, or a piece of beef. I'm going to pin this because I just want to make sure. I'm pinning. All I'm doing right now is just pinning it because I want to make sure, and I apologize for the light in advance, guys. This Brothers Dream Machine is a whole lot of light. So all I'm doing right now is just pinning my rectangular pouch, or you can call it a pyramid pouch. Just pinning that zipper. Okay, so that's all. And what we're going to do now is just sew with the zipper foot. You have to make sure you change your foot to a zipper foot, guys. Okay, I got rid of some of the light. So we're just sewing with a zipper foot. You want to, you can backstitch if you want to. I would go ahead and backstitch at the beginning and the end. So start your stitching, reverse, backstitch, and you want to keep on sewing. And you're doing, I mean, it measures about a quarter. No, less than a quarter, I think. It might be right at a quarter. Anyway, you just want to sew not as too close to the zipper because you don't want to get your zipper caught up in your fabric. So that's why you use a zipper foot, because we don't want our zipper to be caught up in the fabric. Some people use a regular foot. It just depends on what you prefer. Some people put their zippers on with a regular foot. Now what we're going to do, excuse me, guys. Now we're going to open this up, and this is what you have. This is the way it looks. So what we need to do here is just, we're pulling it as taut or tight as we can. Just finger press. You don't need to press, but if you want to use your iron and press this, do that. You're going to make sure you pull it down on both sides, and we're going to top stitch this zipper down because you don't want anything moving, and you do want to use your zipper foot when you top stitch. Okay, so I got the zipper foot still in. It's going to be in for a moment because I got to do we have to do the other side. So just, and you don't have to backstitch here. All you're doing is doing the top stitch. This is going to be enclosed anyway. You won't, no exposed seams with this particular pouch and style. I don't think I have any of the seams exposed. I don't think. So we're going to do the other side, but before I do the other side, let's go ahead and do the other side. So you can say this print is sort of kind of directional, see, because you don't want to do it this way because you did this side this way. So we want to just keep it the same way we did the other side. So I'm going to just turn this way. we're going to do the sandwich again, guys. So this is the outer part, and this is the lining. And we're going to sandwich it together, making sure it matches up on each corner, see? And we want to pin our sandwich together. We're just going to stick a few pins in it. They're going to come out when we're stitching. You just want to do that just to make sure everything lines up. See? I'm going to make sure everything lines up, and again, we're going to stitch the zipper down. After you stitch the zipper down, everything else comes together. Comes together real easy. So I cranked out, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this morning before I left to go to the gym. I was running a little behind going to the gym. It's no particular time. I like to get there about 8:30. I think I got there a little after 9. Especially when it gets hot. So here, let me change this here so you guys can see me doing the zipper. All I'm doing right now is stitching down my zipper. And let me move this over just to tell. Okay, stitching down the zipper is all we're doing. And before we proceed, I want to make sure, is it this side? Yeah, we're going to cut this. We want to make sure this stays together, so you want to do a few stitches over the zipper. Just be careful, because you can break a needle. Just take your time going over the zipper, backing. You want to do this a few times. Keep your zipper intact, because when you cut it, so I'm cutting it now. So I don't need this part here. We don't need this anymore. Now, what we're going to do is top stitch this side. You're going to pull each part together. See, I didn't, this is the line, and I'm not too concerned about it, but I should have, let me see. It really don't make a difference. I should have turned it the other way, because these are going that way. Yeah, but it's the lining, so it's no big deal. Okay, just finger press. Pull it as taut as you can. I don't know if that's a French word or whatever. I hear it a lot. Taut. Tight as you can. You don't need to pin anything. It's just a top stitch. All we're doing is a top stitch, and my stitch length I'm stitching is 2.5 milligrams. Or millimeters. 2.5, not milligrams. This is not food. This is fabric. I often laugh at myself, guys. You gotta see the humor in life these days. So much going on. Okay. So now this is what we're gonna have. This is what your 6-inch squares, 2 of them on each side, okay? We don't worry about the top part of the zipper yet. We'll get to that. But what we want to do now is take our lining, and we're going to put that together, because we're going to stitch about a 1/2 inch down this way. You can stick a pin or 2 in it. That's the lining, and the exterior, the outer piece fabric, we're going to do the same thing. Stitch about a 1/2 inch that way. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yep. I can start on this side. Let me put the camera. So I'm only doing about a 1/2 inch. And I use a Brother Dream machine, guys, to sew. And I do have just a regular Brothers. I purchased that was it this year? Or late last year. It might have been a Christmas gift. It might have been this year, though. I'm not really sure. I would have to look at my Amazon purchase. I got it from Amazon. It was regular, like $400 or $500, and I got it for $2. So, I would back stitch. It's particular. And I am using my zipper foot. I didn't change it. You can. I'm using this here. I'm using, let's see, let me see if I can show you. I'm using the corner of the zipper foot and then to kind of guide. It's about a 1/2 inch is what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing. And make sure you follow the same stitch length, a 1/2 inch on the other side too, because you don't want it to be, you don't want your pouch to be, zipper pouch to be wonky looking. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. Going to follow that little edge of the zipper presser foot, zipper foot. And do not sew over your pins, because you can break the pin and that can pop out and it can get in your eye or whatever. It's really dangerous to sew over. You break a needle and it can cause some damage. Okay, so we got both sides sewn. Let me pull this up. So this is what you're looking at, guys. Look, see? 2 pieces. So what we're going to do now, well, you want to do it at the bottom. Don't do it with the top. This is going to be the top of your. So what we're doing now, putting our hands in, look, like you're praying. Well, not just like you're praying. If you want to say a prayer, you can. That's what I did this morning. Anyway, we're going to fold this. See? One seam is going to go one way, but make sure you put it in the middle of the zipper. See, so your zipper is right here. Put that seam right there in the middle. If you're doing this seam this way, do the other one the opposite, okay? And you can pin. So just make sure they fall in the middle. I made sure mine's fall in the middle. You can pin. I did some pinning and on some and some I didn't. So then we're going to take this to the machine and we're going to do a 1/4 inch or 1/4 to a 1/2 inch this way or this way, all the way this way, okay? And this, you won't, when you turn your bag right side out, you won't even see any of this. So, and I didn't realize that. I'm going to stick a few pins because I got to change my presser foot to the normal one now. I don't need the zipper foot anymore. So let me change my foot to the presser foot, to the regular presser foot. Let's see if I can do this because this morning I did. Did I do it? Nope. Okay. There we go. What's up, man? There we go. Oh, Lord. Okay. So we're going to go forward and we will back stitch at the beginning and the end. So 1/4 to a 1/2. Somewhere in between. No big deal. And we will be clipping the ends before we turn it inside out too. You don't want that thickness there. I won't be boxing this one. I don't think. We'll see. Anywho, let's see here. Okay, so see, I got my stitches done. We're going to clip here. Let me use my other one. We're going to clip here. I call myself sharpening. I bought a sharpener, and it's still a little dull, guys. Oh, my God. I bought it from Joann's. They had them for $10 regular. I think it was like $18. So just clip the ends. Clip that in and clip that in. See? Because when we turn it inside out, you don't have to worry about that thickness. I dropped the zipper. And I'm thinking I want to clip this part too. Like we do our NCWs. Right around. Let me see. Yeah, let's clip this out of the way. So we can, oh Lord, jeez, these scissors. Okay, so I clip that and make sure you don't clip into that stitch you just created, okay? So round that a little bit and then clip your little corners there. Now we're going to turn it inside out. Or, no, we're not going to turn it inside out yet. We're going to, so we did it this way. This is what you're looking at. Hold on. So when you sew this end together, see, you got this going on now. Look at that, okay? So what we're going to do, pull this like that. This is your outer part, and this is your lining. So, oh, and make sure you open that zipper. Open that zipper, okay? And I didn't worry about tacking this zipper down because we need to make sure we turn this zipper. It's not necessary to tack this side down. We're going to be cutting the excess off. Pull it together, and if you do want to put a couple of pins in it, do so. If you got the little wonder clips, use those. I do have wonder clips, but I still wonder where I put them at in my storage. I got a storage unit that I need to really get that stuff out of there. I got a lot of stuff I brought from Tennessee when I moved back home. So over here, the lining part, so we're going to stitch. We're going to stitch. Let me turn it this way. We're going to start stitching here, and we're going to back stitch. Start there, back stitch, and keep going all the way. We're going to get over to the lining, and we're going to stop because you need about a 2-inch opening because you're going to turn this out through that 2-inch opening, okay? You'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. So I'm going to make sure I have a 2-inch opening here. And I'm going to take a pen and mark where I want to stop. And then I'm going to begin again. Hold on, let's see. Stop there and then begin over here. So we're going to be turning our bag inside out through the lining. And this is going to create an easy seam so you can just top stitch and nobody will ever know, you know, or you can hand stitch if you want to. So right over here is the lining. I'm going to start on this end, start on this end, back stitch, keep sewing, stop, back stitch, okay? We're not going to stitch here, we need that opening. So we're going to come over here, start, back stitch, and then finish and back stitch is what I'm about to do, okay? So that's what I'm about to show you. And you can always pause this video and look at it over and over again, guys. Okay, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Let me see if I turn this sideways. Okay. Oh, what a difference that makes. Wow. Okay. So now I'm going to show you what I just mentioned. So we're going to do a quarter to, most likely it's a ½ inch. But it looks like a quarter. So let me back stitch. So it doesn't matter. Quarter to and ½ inch is good. Whatever you decide. It's no big deal. No big deal at all. But let me move this out the way so you can see what I'm doing. It will fold up though. All we're doing is doing what I was saying. We're sewing around. Make sure you take your time going over the zipper. And if you want to, you can backstitch over the zipper. Just take your time. That's what I just did. I backstitch over the zipper. I'm going to take my pen out because I do not want to run over my pins. And I'm about to backstitch because we need this to create that little opening I was saying, because we're going to be turning our little pyramid zipper pouch. Or rectangular zipper pouch, however you want to say. We're going to be turning that inside out, so you want to make sure you leave at least a 2-inch opening. That's what I did with the ones. Oops, sorry. And I'm back stitch, and I'm almost done here. Now we will clip the corners though. You want to clip these corners. So you can clip the corners right here. Let me see. I just did that stitch. But yeah, we can clip the corners here. Clip that corner. Clip this corner. Right here. Oops. Wait a minute. Okay. Clip that a little bit. And we're going to take our zipper and take care of that zipper. Clip that zipper.